I rarely, if ever, bother explaining narcissistic abuse to anyone. If I do, they're going to have to broach the topic, because I'm not. And the reason is simple. Unless you have lived in it, you'll not get it. Unless you've lived in it, recognized it, and acknowledged it, you'll not understand what narcissistic abuse is all about. It is difficult enough to explain narcissistic abuse even after you've experienced it, recognized it, and even studied it. And I'd like to share some of my thoughts and opinions as to why I think this is. Abuse at the hands of the malignant narcissist. And I am specifically referring to narcissists of the covert, malignant persuasion, exploit, injure, and destroy in ways that go largely unseen by the naked eye. Abuse at the hands of a malignant narcissist goes unrecognized by even the most trained of minds in a lot of cases. And I think it's because narcissistic abuse is spiritual in nature. Narcissistic abuse is an attack on the most fundamental aspects of a man or a woman's being. Please understand, the most fundamental qualities of the human are those things that are undetected by the 5 physical senses. And these are the things targeted by the narcissist, which is ironic. It's ironic in that the malignant narcissist, who is an individual who has rejected and cast off from himself the most fundamental elements of his humanness, will literally attack the same in us. I don't know if this is a conscious thing, but I don't really care. They do it, and the more seasoned of the bunch are exquisitely good at it. The malignant narcissist attacks what you are. And let me explain. I believe each one of us is shaped and defined by the attitude we hold regarding 3 core realities: what we are, who we are, and what we possess. Many folks don't know what they are. They don't know that they are a spirit being living in a physical body. They don't know they are a spirit created in the likeness and the image of the Great Spirit, the Father of spirits, and the author of all life. They don't know that the things that make God, God are resident in their own inner being. They don't know they are eternal beings who will never cease from existence. And they don't know how immeasurably precious and priceless they truly are. They don't know that their worth is measured in accordance with a scale that is eternal in scope. They don't know, and actually none of us know, just how incredibly powerful they really are. Powerful because of what they are. Powerful because their Creator made them that way. Sad to say, many people don't know what they possess. They don't know that they are in possession of things that could only have been imparted by a source divine. Things like our conscience. Our conscience was given to us as a means of recognizing moral reality. Our soul is another treasure bestowed to each of us. Our ability to feel, discern, and perceive seen and unseen realms comes from this entity that we call soul. Our will is an aspect of the soul, an aspect that makes us closer in makeup to God than we have even begun to imagine. And our physical body is another thing we possess. Some people identify themselves in accordance with their physical body, and they shouldn't. Our bodies are the temples that we dwell in throughout our physical journey. Our bodies are something we possess, not something that we are. And concerning who we are, I'll say this. I believe that who we are is relative to our handling of the latter two realities that we looked at. Who we are is determined by the honor that we place on what we are and the value that we put on the eternal things in our possession. Who we are is not defined by our external accomplishments and achievements. Who we are is defined by our internal accomplishments. It is our internal achievements that define who we really are. It is, in a very real sense, the highest of accomplishments when we come to recognize and appreciate what we are. So many people don't. And the narcissist, he is light years away from it. Likewise, it is such an achievement when we begin to understand and appreciate the eternal things that we hold in our possession. From an early age, we demonstrated an appreciation of the creative energies resident inside of us. Energies that the malignant narcissist refused to recognize, much less appreciate. Please remember that creative energy inside of you is something you possess You possess it in a sense every bit as real as the car, the clothes, and the house that you own. You took ownership of the creativity in your possession. And the narcissist did not like that. By the same token, you took ownership of the moral compass resident in your inner self. And the narcissist did not like that either. You took ownership of deeper aspects of soul living and thriving in you. And the narcissist despised you for it. Like pearls cast before swine, the narcissist assigns the worth allotted food to the unseen things that you held dear in your possession. You valued what was truly valuable. The malignant narcissist gave no more thought to the things that you held dear than the stuff that enters and leaves his digestive tract. I believe you placed worth on the forces abiding within your inner self from the time you were a small child. Chances are you didn't have the ability to recognize, much less articulate, that fact, but you didn't have to. Your actions spoke for you. Like a beautiful melody, the relationship you were developing with your inner self was orchestrating a song for anyone who had the ears to hear it. This was a melody that blessed the hearts of some, inducing those of conscience to join in and harmonize with you. In the case of the malignant narcissist, however, this was a melody that disturbed and agitated. To me, it really is this simple as to why we were targeted for the role of scapegoat. From the beginning, we embraced what we were. From the beginning, we took hold of the inner realities in our possession. Who we were, our deepest identity, was being progressively fashioned, not only from the external, but the internal as well. The individual we were to become was being forged by a growing recognition of what we were, and a gradual connection to the powers that we possessed within our true selves. Of course, we needed external training from our parents. And of course, we required moral direction from the ones who provided the physical clothes necessary to exist in the material realm. The assistance of parents and family is vital in the formulation of a child's individuality and sovereignty. But that training, direction, and assistance should have been provided in conjunction with our own unique inner realities. our caregivers should have provided the harmony to our melody. Now, to me, it's no mystery. That young girl who finds worth in what she is, her true self is what I'm talking about, will be despised by the malignant mother who long ago discarded the same. The young boy who begins to lean on the spiritual treasures in his possession will be despised by the malignant father who despised the spiritual treasures within his own inner self. The abusive parent does not merely despise the light faintly aglow in that scapegoated child, but she seeks to extinguish that tender, flickering light as well. It disturbs narcissist mother when she realizes she will not be the sole source of reality to this thing that she gave birth to. It disturbs narcissist mother to discover this individual who she, in her own mind, gave life to, embracing things that she herself discarded long ago. It enrages narcissist mother when she discerns a power other than herself guiding and leading her child. So she's going to engage in full-scale war on this reality within the targeted child. Narcissist mother will often commit the rest of her life to the destruction of the unseen power, individualizing the targeted child. In order to wage such a warfare, narcissist mother will violate every spiritual, emotional, and physical boundary necessary to reach the prize, which is the targeted child's true self.